Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today we are once again back on Modern Warfare, and I wanted to share with you guys the best class setup for the Pp19 Bizon Nursing Death Blueprint. This is a really interesting blueprint. It's actually an epic that you can get, and it's really cool. I like some of the attachments that are on this. However, I am going to change and add some so that we can make this gun the best that it possibly can be, and I'm hoping that this video will help a lot of you guys out when it comes to doing well with this gun. So if you guys take a look in the bottom left, you will see our stats at the end of adding all of the attachments. You'll see our accuracy is boosted, our range is boosted, our mobility is boosted significantly, as well as a little bit on control. I wanted to boost the mobility on this gun. Obviously with the SMGs we tend to be very aggressive, but I wanted to move a little bit quicker, and I've found the attachments that I'm running to be very helpful, and I've been very successful using them, so I didn't want to change anything too much. And yeah, so hopefully you guys will have the same success that I have. First of all, the muzzle we're using is the muzzle brake. With this, you're going to get recoil stabilization. I want to point out that these first two attachments, we're actually going to be losing aim down sight speed, but overall, we have 3 attachments where we're gaining aim down sight speed. So overall, we're going to be in the plus on that, so don't worry about that at the beginning. But obviously, with the muzzle brake, we are boosting our accuracy. We do lose a tiny bit of mobility, and we gain a tiny bit of control, but that really isn't too big of a deal with this attachment. Obviously, #1 priority with this one was boosting the accuracy. Second, the barrel, we're using the 8.7 steel. With this, we're getting damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. We get a lot of pros with this. However, we do lose more aim down sight speed, which we just talked about, and it's not that big of a deal. We lose a little bit of movement speed with this, but again, our mobility is what's going to be our main focus by the end of the class setup, so our mobility is going to be boosted way up. You'll see that with this attachment, we are getting more accuracy, more range, and more control. Those are the 3 that we're actually going to focus on with this attachment, and this one's probably going to do, benefit us the most when it comes to those 3 categories. The third attachment we're using is the TAC laser. I love the TAC laser. This thing is amazing. Most of the lasers are pretty decent, but with the TAC laser, we're getting aim down sight speed, aiming stability, and aim walking steadiness. You guys can go through some of the other ones, but the only really good thing you're getting out of the other 2 are hip fire accuracy, which I don't think will be too big of a deal considering we are going to be in a lot of close quarters gunfight situations, and obviously hip firing is important, but generally if we're that close, we're not going to have to worry about missing too much. But the TAC laser just gives us an overall boost compared to the other 3 in accuracy, mobility, and control. We're not really losing anything with this. The only downside is that your laser is visible to enemies, but if we're playing extremely aggressive and we have an SMG, maybe you're playing shipment or shoot house, you're not really gonna have to worry about the laser being seen. So really good attachment to run with this weapon. We're not going to be using an optic. I am very against using an optic with this gun. I think it is very good without one, and I would recommend trying to get used to it without one if you use one generally. I don't think it's worth wasting an attachment slot on an optic. Next, we're using the stock Corvus skeleton stock. Now this one's really cool. I don't use this one with most of my weapons, but I like this one a lot. We're getting aim walking movement speed and aim down sight speed. This is the second attachment that our aim down sight speed is a pro, so we're even out at this point. You'll see this is what boosts our mobility significantly. That was the #1 priority with this attachment. If you guys go through some of the other ones, the no stock will give you a mobility boost. However, you do lose a lot more control, range, and accuracy than you do with the Corvus. So the Corvus skeleton stock is a really good way to go. We're not using any extra ammunition, and last but not least, the rear grip we're using is stippled grip tape. Again, this is going to boost our mobility significantly, again giving us aim down sight speed, which is great. And what I think is really important is that sprint to fire speed. I talk about this in all my weapon videos, how I think that this is the most important attachment that you can use. Obviously, sprint to fire speed is going to help you win so many more gunfights and boost your mobility. So really good attachment to run. These are the 5 different attachments I'm running with the Pp19 Bizon Nursing Death Blueprint. If you guys have any questions or anything else to add, make sure to leave it down in the comment section below, and I'll be sure and try to help some of you guys out. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video. Can we be friends?